Super Bowl champions, then we are just beginning.
I'm so proud of this group of men, the dedication, the commitment, the desire, and the will to never quit. This is a group that fought through a lot of injury, adversity, the underdog. This is a group that I'll always remember for sticking together, for trusting in me as the head football coach, and trusting in Mr. Lurie, and trusting in each other. I love these guys. We brought you guys a world championship, and just like Mr. Lurie said, we are not done yet. We have more to go, more to prove. This is our new norm. This is our new norm, to be playing football in February.
This was a great opportunity to come back here and be a part of this organization. In the moment, my role right now is to be the backup quarterback and to help Carson in any way I can. And I take that role with great pride and seriousness. So that's where I'm at now. And we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know what happens down the road, but I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be in the role I am in. You know, it's a blessing to be in this role, helping a young quarterback out.
It's a great day. I just want to say thank you to the Eagles organization, Mr. Lurie, Howie, Coach Peterson. I'm glad to be a part of such a great organization, the culture, so I can't wait to get started. I'm excited.
I think I made a great decision. I mean, it's been fun. The team is a family. The city of Philadelphia has been wonderful to me and my family. Everything's been great.
For me, the number one thing when I went into free agency was to find a good football fit. And schematically, I think it works really well for my skill set and what I've done in my career. Thanks in advance to Philly fans and the city for, hopefully accepting me and work real hard and do my best to be a part of this great thing that they have going here. So,
with the 14th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Derek Barnett, defensive end, Tennessee.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I'll tell you what, we are so fired up to have you back in the building, and it's an exciting time around here, and we're looking forward to this offseason. Now, listen, it takes everybody. It takes everybody. You are committed, all right? You're here for a reason, and it's to win a championship. And you're here today tells me that you're dedicated to win a championship. 7-9 is not good enough. We start today, and we build this thing, and we build this bully. Identity, men. Identity. What will our identity be in 2017? We're going to find that out this spring. Just like this day came quickly, the regular season is going to come extremely fast. This whole offseason will be over before you know it. You'll be into the summer, we'll be into training camp, and we're playing games. So what are you going to do? Every team has talent. Every team in the National Football, you can't tell me the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons are better than you. You beat the Falcons last year. You can't tell me they're more talented than we are. They don't have any better coaches than we do, any better players than we do. Everybody, all 32 teams are talented. So my question to you is right here. What are you willing to give up? A little bit of yourself for the organization. That goes for coaches and players. What are you willing to give up starting today so that we can hold that trophy high come February of next year?
What? Fight!
It definitely feels different, without a doubt. I mean, just knowing what to expect, knowing the playbook, getting a whole year, under my belt, 16 games starting. Just mentally, I'm in a better place. I can. My preparation was always kind of the same, but this year everything's just slowing down, and I just feel a lot better. Coming into training camp, Obviously, we had a lot of excitement. You know, we knew we were a capable team. We knew we had the right pieces in place. We knew we had the talent. But there was a lot of unknown, a lot of unproven things.
Training camp, like it always is here in Philly, is extremely physical, extremely tough to endure each and every day. You're going to be grinding the entire time, and that's going to set you up for success down the road, even though when you're in training camp, you can't really see that light at the time.
He had kind of laid that groundwork in 2016. So coming into this year, we just knew it was going to be a tough training camp, and I think guys embraced it.
But it definitely helps with our success as a team throughout the year. It's physical. We're able to kind of establish that mentality as a team, and I think you could see it each and every week during the season.
I know personally I was really excited to see what we were capable of doing, and we always believed from the beginning that we could be something special.
You know, all week, I got sick and tired of answering questions of, you guys haven't played so well the last couple of times. In fact, 5 in a row. 5 in a row. You get a chance to end that. When you wake up tomorrow morning, it's over. Road game, division opponent, the Washington Redskins. There will be some adversity. How are we going to respond? It's just us in this room. Play with great energy. You're on the brink of starting our season right here tomorrow. Come out of that dressing room, come out of that tunnel with a little swagger tomorrow.
Just being able to put on that helmet and be able to rock those wings in my first game, you know, it definitely meant a lot to me. Just glad we was able to go out and, you know, handle the job and get it all done.
This is the last time I feel that
takes the snap again. He looks, he steps up, still looking. He dashes to his left, he dashes to his right. Now he fires downfield. Caught, Aguilar, free at the 10. Touchdown Eagles!
Listen, this is Carson Wentz pulling something out of the hat.
With the beat of the drums rushing through my skin.
Oh, was he hit? It was Timmy Jernigan who grabbed him and put him down. Cousins straight back. He's hit. Football is loose. The Eagles have it. He's hit. The football comes loose. It's picked up by Cox. Touchdown Eagles!
Whoa! You know, over the course of training camp, Coach Peterson, he drilled it in our heads, man. You know, it's a must that we beat Washington.
There's a lot of excitement. We're opening up the season on the road. We're in the division. We didn't play well in the division last year. So there's no better way to find out who you are as a team than to start with all of that kind of stacked up against you. But it was very, very exciting. I think guys were focused, ready to kick the season off, and obviously ended up with a big win.
The happiness you've seen in everybody's faces after the game, and everybody just excited. It gives you that reminder that, you know, this is how things are supposed to be. This is what we're trying to get to. I wish that every Sunday could feel exactly like that.
A cloud of smoke coming out of the tunnel, and they are racing out with the Kansas City Chiefs flags and the team following.
I don't really care nothing about the crowd. Man, as a football player, you like to go to the other team place and keep the crowd quiet.
He looks, fires, and it is caught. It is a touchdown.
Listen to the noise at Arrowhead Stadium.
Or lack thereof.
We knew we were going to be in that fight. You know, just from the whole game, how it kind of went. You know, momentum kept swinging back and forth, you know, from us to them. You know, and it's not going to be done until, you know, it's done.
Hunt finally is broken loose, and he has a touchdown from Kansas City. Here come the Chiefs. Wentz tries to dump it off, and it's intercepted.
And Kelsey gets a nice crease in this defense, and then he just hurdles the safety on his way into the end zone.
Although it was a loss, you know, on the road, I don't think it changed or wavered our confidence in ourselves as a team. We just made a few mistakes that we felt like were self-inflicted that we could change.
You know, it kind of starts with yourself, you know what I mean? So I think that's the biggest thing, getting back, you know, on Monday, watching the film, figuring out what things you could have did better, and then when Tuesday hit, you better yourself.
You play playoff caliber teams, you can't make the mistakes we make and expect to win. Just doesn't happen in this league. Eliminate the mistakes. all 3 phases. And you come out on top of these games. And it's a little different feeling in here, in the dressing room. We're going to make the corrections. We're going to get better. We've got the Giants coming into our house next Sunday for a football game. And you know what that game is all about.
The calendar says September 24th, but it feels like August. Preseason hot. Regardless, this is a big, big game. The Eagles trying to bounce back from an almost in Kansas City. The Giants trying to avoid a disastrous 0-3 start. Good afternoon, everyone. Merrill Reese and Mike Quick at Lincoln Financial Field for the home opener.
You open up the season with 2 games on the road, you split them, and then you get to come back home. Your first game in the Link, it's against the divisional rival, the Giants. An opportunity to go 2-0 in the division, and it felt good.
Wentz, he goes to Blunt, and he is in! Touchdown, LeGarrette Blunt!
You know, as a team, I mean, we respect them as men. We respect them as NFL ball players, you know. So we know that they're going to come out and give it their best shot.
Can the Eagles stop them one more time? Manning goes to Darkwood. They stop him! They stop him!
You know, it was one of those things we knew we were going to get their best shot. They were, 0-2 at the time, trying not to go 0-3, and we're in a little bit of desperation. But we're desperate too. We're trying to win this division. We're trying to go places. So no bigger stage than home opener, and to go down and win in the fashion that we did was obviously one to remember.
This to win it and become an instant hero in Philadelphia. Jake Elliott.
This guy's a superhero if he makes this. Come on, Elliott. Come on, Big 4.
61 yards. Hold your breath. Ball is spotted. The kick is away. And the kick is... It's good! And the Eagles win! They win! 61 yards! The longest kick in Eagles history!
Man, we done heard it. They 0-3. It's a dangerous team. We got to go on the road. This is a trap game. When we try to get to where we trying to go, man, that don't matter. We know they're going to come out with some energy. We know they're going to come out swinging. And when they swing, you don't flinch. And we get to the fourth quarter and they tired and don't have no more answers, it's over. We put them out their misery. Let's go.
So are we on board with this? Are we cool with this idea that the Eagles are good? Are we there? Are we really comfortable with that one?
Eagle fan, how hyped are you? How psyched are you to see Carson Wentz and your team? Best record in the NFL, arguably the best player on the best team in the NFL. Guy looks incredible.
The Eagles have the best record in the NFL. There's a buzz about this team right now. The Eagles are for real.
I mean, we got to have a serious big-time discussion, because I got to tell y'all something right now. We might have to sit up there and look at a guy like Carson Wentz and say to ourselves, excuse me, this brother can play. This Philadelphia Eagles team is no joke. We got to call it like it is.
The run we went on was really special. I think we kind of built that culture and that mindset and put us in a really good situation for the playoffs, and everything was clicking. It was never just an offensive game or a defensive game. It was just really an all-3-phase game.
I mean, personally, I feel good. I mean, the game's just continually slowing down, but as a team, I said it earlier in the week, we're built differently. I think we're built differently. We know what to expect, and we're just hungry. We're hungry. We're never going to get too high after wins. We're never going to get too low after losses. We're just going to keep plugging along, and we know we're a special team. We just got to keep go prove it every week.
When Washington came in on Monday Night Football, obviously anytime you play on Monday night, it's pretty easy to get excited and get jacked up for that one. And then you just add to it when you're bringing in a divisional rival like that. That was just a good one for us to go 2-0 against Washington and kind of just begin to separate ourselves in the division.
Wentz, he fires, it is complete, stepping over a man and into the end zone goes Zach Ertz. The Eagles are leading this game. And this game is extolling a heavy price. In the first half, off in the cart went Jordan Hicks. And right now, onto the cart goes Jason Peters.
Injuries are tough. You know, anytime two of your leaders go down in the same game, that's just so hard on a team. But the beautiful thing about the culture and the atmosphere we've kind of developed around here is it's just next man up.
And it really speaks volumes to the roster that Howie and Doug built, the culture that we had established as a team, that when those guys got hurt, the new guys kind of stepped in, played amazing, and helped us on a run.
He is going deep down the far side, and it is caught, and in for the touchdown goes Matt Hollins.
Wentz stays on his feet, gets it off, and it's a touchdown.
Carson Wentz is unbelievable.
He'll go down, no, he escapes. He runs out of no place. He is Houdini. How did he get free for a first down run for Philadelphia?
He fires, and it's intercepted. Mills down the left side. He's in for the touchdown. Jalen Mills, magnificent.
I think that period really allowed us to have a overall confidence in our team. That sustained success throughout the year really established that mentality.
The Eagles defeat the San Francisco 49ers to hold on to the best record in the National Football League as they go to 7-1.
This morning we completed a trade with the Miami Dolphins. Jay Ajayi is a Philadelphia Eagle. We're excited to add him to our team, to our running back collection. We think he's a good player who adds to our group. We're excited about that and having him here going forward.
This is a big one. Ajayi looking for the angle. Ajayi dives. Touchdown, Eagles.
At the 5, he's in for the touchdown.
Beautiful. Carson Wentz with a strike to Trey Burton.
For us, you know, what was encouraging is that not only were guys stepping up, but we were having fun in that stretch. You know, that's where all the dancing and the celebrations were going. And so our confidence as a team never wavered and that we had something special.
That was Ajayi for 71 yards.
That's my strategy. Just pound them at the line of scrimmage.
And this time, pass over the middle, and it's deflected and intercepted. The ball is deflected and loose, picked up by the Eagles. It's Nigel Bradham. Bradham picked it up and took it in for a touchdown.
We kept putting it together, a couple strong wins, some decisive wins in there. And then it became just a race to 10 wins. And then we racked those up. And we knew we had just kind of set ourselves up as far as the playoffs and positioning. So we got those pretty early in the year. It's a good milestone for our season.
We all knew we were capable of doing it, but to do it consecutively in 9 straight, it was just really special to be a part of that run.
Good evening, everyone. Merrill Reese and Mike Quick. Happy to be with you at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. The Seahawks are 7-4, desperate in their playoff hunt. This is the kind of test the Eagles need.
That Seattle week was very emotional. A lot of people knew that we didn't do well going out there the last couple years I've been here.
Wilson back. Wilson hit. Wilson sacked by Brandon Graham. He's looking. He steps up. He pumps. He is floating it for Aguilar. Touchdown, Aguilar! Wilson takes the snap. He looks. He fires. And it is caught for a touchdown, Jimmy Graham. Seattle's playing great football tonight. Eagles have blown a lot of opportunities.
What happened in that game was we missed a lot of opportunities. And I think it was one of those experiences that we all knew we got to tighten our stuff up.
We haven't felt like this in a long time. It sucks. Now, where do we go? You're still a good football team. You're 10-2. We got another great opportunity next weekend to get back on track and to redeem ourselves as coaches and players. But you can't put that out on the field and expect to win. It comes down, guys, you win it during the week. You win it during the week, okay? Preparation. Everybody. And we get this thing back on track.
It was fun. I mean, we had our fun, but ultimately it was a business trip, so we tried to block out as much distractions as we could. Playing in the baseball field, so you don't get to do that too many times in your life. Just the weather out there in California, it was beautiful. Not a lot of guys spend a lot of time on the West Coast, so it was a good environment for us and good hospitality.
It was pretty cool. It was nice because it was a change of scenery, and it was like a breath of fresh air, just kind of going out, just seeing something different. It was something new, and we adapted to it well.
What's your why? Why you play this game, man? You trying to get some more money? You trying to do it for your kids? You trying to live a legacy? What you trying to do? Think about that every time, man. If it's about respect, that's what I play for every time, man. Right there, this team right there, man. This mean everything. I'ma show them why today. I'ma show them why today. Whatever you play this game for, think about it every snap, man. I promise you. If you think about it every snap, we're gonna walk away with the victory, man.
Sky above sliding by. All these things I've lost in love, fighting off those childhood fears, trying not to disappear. I work even harder to make my life better, be the best version of me that I can. I'll take all the best stuff, build something made of love, trust I'm part of a bigger plan.
10-2 taking on 9-3. Wentz, touchdown Selleck. And what an answer from Philadelphia. Pass over the middle, it is caught for the touchdown. That's Trey Burton. Wentz to his right. Flag is down, and Wentz in for the touchdown, but a flag thrown. 4th and goal. Wentz, time runs out. Passes to Jeffrey for the touchdown. And a new franchise record for Philadelphia's Carson Wentz. Well, nobody wants to see this. Carson Wentz is going off to get looked at in the locker room. He got hit hard when he ran.
The fact he's walking, some might think that's a good sign. I'm not so sure.
Eagles are reporting it is a left knee injury. He is done for today. We do not know the severity of the knee injury.
Dealing with the injury in LA, really right away, all the uncertainty that came with that from, is it a season, is it a game, how long am I going to be out, and then eventually finding out that it would be the rest of the season was really tough for me personally. It was challenging. To know where we were at as a team and to know I wasn't going to be a part of that on the field, but to be a part of such a close-knit group and a culture that we have here, it definitely helped tremendously.
Yeah,
all right,
hey,
cool.
Let's do this.
Let's go, man.
Hey, we've been here before.
Let's do it, man. Right now, this game belongs to Nick Foles.
Live for today, I'll fly with broken wings, I'll find my way through thunder and lightning. I live for the day, I'll fly with broken wings, I'll find my way through thunder and lightning.
Say at the end of the Rams game when Carson gets hurt, first thing you're worried about is his health. You never want to see your teammate get injured. But very quickly after that, I realized that I would be the one going into the game and have to lead the team from then on. It's not easy to step into an NFL game while you're on the bench and all of a sudden be up to speed. But you really just lean on your teammates to make plays. And fortunately we did, and we ended up winning the game and winning the NFC East, much to the credit of Carson, how he played and led the guys earlier in the game.
Let's get that out of the way, man. Carson being out of this, bro, that's tough. But dig this, we can set this up with whoever is in this room. This is what we ride with, man. We set it. We all we got. We all we need. Believe that. Feels great, man. Celebrate that. Know where we at. But at the end of the day, man, we got bigger goals. So we get back to work, man. You know what's in our minds, bro. Championships, and that's it.
Championship teams find ways to win games like you just did on Sunday afternoon. And that's what you did. Bring a little juice today. Bring a little energy today. Because we're sitting here 11-2. Can I tell you this? If you after we win this game Sunday, after we win this game, you got a first round bye. and a home playoff game after this game on Sunday. And then what a great Christmas gift. You win that game, everybody in the NFC has to roll through our house. Home sweet home, man. Home sweet home. I told you last week, everything's in front of you. And listen, I'm fired up about this because we got a great freaking opportunity right in front of us.
Shortly after the Rams game home, we got back and got the results. We realized that I'd be the one starting the rest of the season. So then on out, that's a different responsibility than being the backup quarterback. But I was out during the preseason. This really was my preseason during the most important part of our season where, you know, we need to get a first-round bye. We need to get home field advantage. There's a lot left. So my job was really just preparing to the best of my ability, building the relationships with all the guys in the huddle. So it's just taking it one step at a time, staying in the moment, and knowing that, hey, there's a good chance there could be some growing pains right here. But, you know, and there was. But we were able to figure it out in due time. And once we hit the playoffs, we hit the ground running and we're ready to roll.
Nick Foles, quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks for joining me on the Nationwide Monday Night Bus. This place is dying for a championship, man. These Philly fans, the tradition that they have here, the one thing they don't have is a championship. How exciting is that to be the quarterback of a team like this time of year?
I mean, it's the greatest place to play quarterback. I mean, the fans, you're not only going to get a lot of criticism, but they're also they always have your back. I know that there's going to be criticism, but I also know that they bleed green and they love you. And that was a huge reason why coming back here.
I'm rooting for you. Good luck.
Thanks, John.
Great to see you, Nick.
Atlanta is going to Philly, and boy, it's been a while since a number one seed hasn't felt like a number one seed.
The Philadelphia Eagles are the first number one seed in history to start the playoffs as an underdog. There is an impression the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be trampled on by the Falcons, and that perception might be right.
Why are the Falcons just going to walk in here on the Eagles' home field and win this game like that? Why is that even in people's heads? Like, I just don't understand it.
You lost the most important position on the field, the quarterback, and a guy who was playing at an MVP level in Carson Wentz.
And we talked as much about the defense being a factor as we did Carson Wentz, which is still there.
And they've got a good team. You don't win 13 games by being a one-man team.
The bottom line is whatever it takes. And they got two players on this team that understand that, LeGarrette Blount and Chris Long.
Well, I know my attitude is I'm ready to play a playoff game. I didn't need to hear any bulletin board material or anything like that from the media or, you know, online about, you know, we're underdogs, whatever. I really don't care. I just want to play football, and playoff football, you should have plenty of motivation. You shouldn't need that. So our record speaks for itself. We're here for a reason. We've earned it. And in the postseason, we got to earn it all over again.
And then the guys on this squad that won Super Bowls, like Malcolm, like Chris, that you've had stand up, what was kind of the thinking going into that idea?
You know, I've always sort of appreciated the players who have been there, done that. It just goes to their preparation, their hard work, what they saw from their team at those times, and for them to kind of shed a little light on this postseason. So I think it's important to hear from those guys.
It's the same field, same color grass, same football, same rules. The only thing that's different is the distraction around the game. The fact that if you lose, you're going home. The fact that everybody's watching you and you're so much closer to your goal. But in the reality where your feet are, it's the same. Obviously, you're going to do everything you can and exhaust yourself to make sure you prepare for this game. But at the end of the day, don't get out of character. We've been here. I mean, it's the teams that can focus on the smallest things. We're going to get punched in the mouth, be able to just like, hey, just keep chipping at it. Somebody get hurt, next guy up, they score, next guy up. That's how we've been operating all year, so don't get away from that. We got a lot of vets on this team, guys that have been there, guys who haven't. I'm excited for the guys who hadn't been there. That link is going to be rocking.
You guys had a heck of a 2 weeks of practice like it was the beginning of the season. You're ready to go. You've heard everybody talk, you've heard everybody give a speech, and now it's about just going, cutting it loose and playing without any fear. Nobody's giving you a chance. Nobody's giving us a chance. This should piss you off. We're in our home stadium, we're the number one seed, and yet no one has given us a chance. That pisses me off. You got 60 minutes of football to play for one another, play for each other. You win the 60, you get another 60. No greater than tomorrow afternoon at 4:35.
We have worked really hard all year to make sure that all those games had to come through the link. And this is our first opportunity to prove, what that advantage was going to be like. They've got great running backs, an elite quarterback, probably arguably the best receiver in the league. So we're going to have our hands full, but in order for us to get that win, we were going to have to show up.
Ryan quickly gets taken down at the 50-yard line. That's Fletcher Cox.
Bull gives it off. Blunt going outside. He's in. Touchdown.
First playoff game in Philadelphia in a long time since my rookie year. So that was an opportunity for us to kind of go out there against a really talented football team, against a team that won the NFC the previous year, to see what we were truly made out of. And it wasn't a game where we were able to run away with it like we were with many games in the middle of the season. It was a hard, grinded out game, and that's what playoff football is.
Ryan under pressure, down he goes at the 46-yard line. Nigel Branham.
Ryan goes back. He's being sacked, and now he's on the way back at the 28, back to Rodney McLeod.
And getting stuffed by Brandon Graham is Devontae Freeman.
Bowles fakes, Bowles fires, completes it on a quick slant. Alshon Jeffrey.
But at the end of the day, all you have to do is win. And that hard-fought game against a really good Falcons team kind of allowed us to gain that experience as a football team of playing in playoff atmospheres.
Ryan rolls. Ryan pumps. Ryan is throwing it up in the air. Incomplete! Incomplete!
How sweet does that feel, man? I am so freaking proud of every one of you. Because you know what? We ain't done yet. All right? 1 week from tomorrow, we come back together and we shock the world again. You got it? Let's get this job done. Great job, man.
Going to a game, man, NFC Championship, it's been forever since the Eagles been here, and you hear about it all the time, and you can just feel the buzz and the energy around the city.
Then we get to Minnesota, who, they have during the year the #1 statistic defense. And I'll pick our defense any day of the week as the #1 defense.
And then once you got in the stadium and the game finally started, I think us as a defense, we were just so amped and so ready to go, and the crowd was roaring that we just kind of got our focus a little bit. And once they scored, we kind of went to the sideline. Nobody really panicked. Everybody kind of just looked at each other as a defense, was like, all right, you guys ready now? And then we just went out there and started playing ball like we used to do.
4 men on the rush. He throws. He's picked. Patrick Robinson back the other way. Looking for a block. Gets it. Robinson for the touchdown.
Patrick Robinson's pick six, really changed the momentum early. And from then on out, we just started clicking. We started completing balls all over the field, running the ball well. Defense balled out.
And they bring pressure again. Ball is out. Recovered by Philadelphia. And Foles able to get away and throw. Pass is caught. Jeffrey, touchdown.
It's no better feeling to go in the game underdog like we were and then go out and perform like the way we did.
And the kick is good.
Happy birthday, Jake Elliott.
They come right back. It's a flea flicker. Back to Foles. He's going deep down the far side of the field. And it is good. Touchdown, Torrey Smith. For the first time in 13 years, the Eagles are headed for the Super Bowl and a rematch with the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 52.
It's a crazy feeling. I don't really think as a person, as a player, that I really kind of got caught into, the fact that I am going to play in the Super Bowl.
It's a really special game going into the Super Bowl, winning it at home. We're on the stage in Philly, NFC champions. You know, the Patriots had done it earlier in the day, so we knew who we were playing, and you wouldn't want to play against anyone else. You want to go against the best.
I cannot tell you from the bottom of my heart, I love every one of you coaches, players, personnel, the entire organization. The amount of work that has gone in to what you have accomplished this season, and guess what? We are not done yet. We got one more football game to play this season. You're going to the Super Bowl, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
Becoming NFC champions, that's something that's really special, but it wasn't done yet.
We always talk week in and week out of having, you know, that laser sharp focus, you know, that sniper focus, you know what I mean? You have to be lasered in each and every play, one play at a time, and if you do that and you go out there and do your job, then the outcome of the game is going to be pretty good for the Eagles.
You know, of all the things we've been through this season, right? The ups and downs, the highs and lows, and sitting here right now, you're 2 weeks away from playing in the Super Bowl. It's one thing to be excited about playing in this game. Oh, we can take a breath, we've arrived. But no, we're going up there to win the game. We're in the Super Bowl, but you're not playing the Super Bowl. You're playing the damn New England Patriots, okay? Another faceless opponent. So I need everybody's attention today and for the next 11 days until we play this game. We focus on the New England Patriots. One more game. And you don't make it any bigger than that.
You know, now you're going to the Super Bowl. And once again, the doubters come. No one thinks that the Eagles even have a chance except for the people in this city, in this locker room. You know, our fans were always behind us. They were there, full throttle, ready to go.
We're in Minnesota for the entire week, and you have so many things that aren't football related. It's just the spectacle of the Super Bowl. And so there's just so many little things that go on that try and slowly take the focus away from football. You know, you have the media night. You have 3-hour-long media appearances during the week, which is abnormal, even in a city like Philadelphia. And so when I stepped onto the field in Minnesota, it was finally like almost a relief that it's finally here.
I knew the team was ready when we came out to Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares.
Please welcome the NFC champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
That's kind of the most energy I've seen in the pregame of a Super Bowl. And that's kind of new when I knew, all right, guys are ready. You know, we're ready for the stage. We're ready to perform against the best.
Hey, dig this, man. It's simple. Yeah. Be yourself. Don't make it no bigger than it is, man. That's all it takes. Y'all want to be world champs? Y'all want to be world champs? Yeah. Hey, well, guess what? All it takes is give everything you got. Everything that you got for 60 minutes. Yeah. We've been the best team in this league from start to finish. They just found it out. Yes, sir. So show the whole world today, man. Give it everything you got for 60 minutes, and that's it. Show up and be yourself. Let's go. Go, baby. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 4, 4, 6. Yeah, we need.
There were high hopes when the Eagles started training camp in early August. Maybe we thought, maybe, this team, if they stayed healthy, could contend for a playoff spot. But nobody envisioned that we'd be here today.
Now, the Eagles have had a good amount of success over the last half century. But what's eluded them, of course, is the Lombardi Trophy. That's the one thing that's missing. Will that drought end tonight here in Minneapolis?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Bowl 52.
2 weeks of hype, and it's time for a game to break out, and not soon enough.
Congratulations, sir. You ready for this? Enjoy it. Enjoy this day.
Foles deep in the pocket, fires downfield, and that is hauled in at the 38-yard line by Torrey Smith.
And the kick is good, and the Eagles lead Super Bowl 52, 3-0.
Just going to that game, it was really just in that locker room, once again, the environment, the energy. It was the energy that, hey, I get to go play with my brothers. I get to play with these coaches that are my mentors. I get to go out there and play for the greatest city, the greatest fans in the world, and we get to do it on the biggest stage, and we get to do it tonight.
Pulls back. He steps up. He is going deep, and it is caught by Alshon Jeffrey for a touchdown.
Whoa, what a great catch by Alshon Jeffrey.
Throughout the game, it was an offensive battle. We had the feeling that there was going to be one play from a defensive side that may have changed the game, but if not, it might be the team that had the ball the last possession of the game.
Brandon Cooks taking some shot there.
Fell right in line with almost every other game we've had, where regardless of the situation, the score, we were confident that we were going to win. We might not knew how that was going to be, but we knew somebody was going to make enough plays.
Are they really going to go for this?
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
Philly special. Ready? Here we go.
Here we go. This could decide the game.
Easy. Kill. Fling.
Foles running up and down the line. It's a direct snap, and it goes to Clement, who gives it off to Burton, the tight end, who then throws in the end zone. Touchdown! Foles caught the ball! And a touchdown pass in the yard by the tight end! What did we just see?
I was doing it right there. I know. Great job.
Everything today.
Let's go.
Catch him and throw him.
This play call has a chance to be remembered as one of the all-time greats.
Pulls back again. He is going deep, and is it a touchdown?
It is.
It is touchdown. It goes all the way down. A 22-yard touchdown to Clement.
And they go for it. And Foles under pressure throws, caught just enough for the first down.
Back goes Foles. Fires. Slant. Touchdown. Zach Ertz.
Even after I scored the touchdown, I felt like we were going to have to go out there and score again. I didn't feel like that was the final time we were going to score as an offense. And luckily, we have Brandon Graham on our team, who's a stud.
2nd and 2.
Uh-oh.
Brady gets hit. The ball is out.
Ball's out. We got it. We got the ball.
And Philadelphia has it. Derek Barnett comes away with it.
And just that energy was something that we honed in, and we were able to, exert on the field throughout the course of the game. And it took 60 minutes to win that thing.
Ball is spotted. The kick is away. And the kick is goal!
And after that, we're up 8 points. And at that point, I'm like, okay, we really do have a chance. And even then, it's like there's a minute left. Tom Brady, this is the guy that does it each and every week.
9 seconds left. What a game. We will never forget this. Eagles by 8. Brady, he steps up. He's hit. He stumbles. He is throwing it deep for the end zone, and it is incomplete. And the game is over. The game is over.
You're a world champ, baby. World champ.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
It just shows you how much belief in yourself, belief in others, and just going out there with all your heart and playing it and giving it as much as you can, giving everything you can, can change the outcome from what people expect. And I think that's what the Eagles did all season throughout this year, throughout the last season. And it's something that I'll remember for the rest of my life, and I know the city of Philadelphia will as well.
Oh, baby. Unbelievable.
Hey, man, if this is a dream, don't wake me up. We're going to have a parade on Broad Street. Hey.
The Eagles have won the Super Bowl.
Oh, my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Parade about to be a problem.
I know what the documentation says, I might ruffle some feathers, but there was easily millions of people there. The coolest thing about it was we all got to celebrate together.
you could just feel the joy, the complete jubilation of the city.
It was unbelievable. We knew we had a goal set out at the beginning of the year, and we accomplished it. We talk about it now as the new normal. We expect to be playing in those late playoff games every year, and that's the standard we're going to keep holding ourselves to.
It's a true celebration. There are real, raw emotions from both players, coaches, and the fans. Where we just wanted to be around each other, touch each other, and just enjoy that moment. A lot of hugs and candid speeches.
Philadelphia! You love the Eagles, let me get a hell yeah! You love the Philadelphia Eagles, let me get a hell